Hey guys, welcome to Kiran vs. Weight. This is episode 1 of Kiran vs. Weight. Let's get into the fine print almost, really. I'm going to be laying down the rules, the regulations, expectations, goals, diet, mental state, everything that needs to be out in the open, I think, or at least needs to be as transparent as possible in this whole process. And I wouldn't be able to do this without the support of my family. And anyways, let's hop right into it. So for a lot of you guys that don't know this already, I actually lost 100 pounds before, and this was fairly recent. In 2017, I was at the lowest I'd been, at least in recent memory. I was at 264 pounds, and I dropped down to 162 pounds at the end of all of it. And now you may be asking, like, what the heck, what happened? How did you get to where you are now? It's easy, and there's an honest answer to that, and that's just, being sad. There's some things that happened in my personal life. Unfortunately, I lost both my grandparents, and eating some Haagen-Dazs and some Rocky Road sounds a lot more entertaining, at least to your mind, than it is to like dwell on the sad things that happen, So I used to supplement happiness with like eating food that tasted good and made me feel happy for a moment. Hard to explain. I'm sure we can dive into that in another day, but that's pretty much the gist of it, really. I've been here, I've done this before. I'll show you guys some befores and afters. Pretty crazy, right? Jeez. But that is what I look like before and after the first time around of losing the weight. Let me preface this. I am in no way, shape, or form a nutritionist. This is all going off my personal experiences. So, if you're going to follow this, if you're going to mirror my diet, do it at your own risk. And just consult your physicians or your nutritionists. You see, what a lot of people fail to realize is losing weight in theory is actually really easy. And I know a lot of you guys are going to go crazy, might even become a little frantic. Kiran, what are you talking about? I mean, if losing weight was so easy, why is your fat butt fat? And you see, I did say in theory, I mean, it's like a really simple math equation, right? The less shit food that you put in your body, the less crap you look. It's literally that simple. We can go a little deeper into it and go over the nutritions, and like if you want to be like one of those calorie counters, that's all fair. So I've probably lost a couple of you guys, and that's okay. For the few people that are left, I'm sure you'll get where I'm going with this. We know the formula to get the right answer. The formula is eat good. Answer is lose weight, healthier lifestyle, happier person. We know the answer. Formula, eat well. Answer, happiness, weight loss, confidence. I mean, there's so many things that are worth it on this answer side, right? Now to get it a little into what most people are clicking on the saddle for, like what my diet's gonna look like and how I recommend going forward. You don't have to eat everything that's in front of you just because it's in front of you, by the way. That's one thing you'll learn. So, let's get into it. Here are a couple of the rules, regulations that I will be stringently following as I work to lose some weight here. So, let's start off with easy on the carbs. There will be a couple of refinements to this rule, so definitely no pasta of any sort, no potatoes, like no heavy starches, no bread, no tortillas. I'm gonna try to go easy on the rice. A lot of places don't have substitutes, so I'll probably just go like easy rice, brown rice. Definitely my favorite, though, as you guys saw from that last meal, was quinoa. So quinoa is the bee's knees. Couscous is good as well. Maybe some basmati rice to keep it traditional. Your boy's Indian. But those are the sect of that, no carbs. Obviously, no sugar that is not natural, as in like from fruits, stuff like that, of any sort. So, I mean, I don't drink coffee, so we're 1 and 1 for going there. But definitely no candy bars, no adding sugar to teas or things of the sort. I mean, that one's pretty self-explanatory and almost necessary to lose any significant amount of weight. We're also going to be doing no sodas. Following that up, keeping the right mindset. That has to be a rule. You have to hold yourself accountable. So if you're considering cheating, take one step back and look at your other options. Let's say your friends go out and you just want to be with your friends. You guys go to like a yard house or whatever, where you're going out with some friends and the environment is so that eating fries and greasy burgers is the status quo, but your job is to look for the counter to that. I mean, every restaurant now is almost health conscious, so it's your job to look for those health conscious options and get comfortable with eating out in an environment where everyone else is not eating healthy. That doesn't mean you can eat unhealthy. You know what I mean? That's something that I had to learn previously in my last weight loss experience, and it took me a long time to understand. I used to be like, I guess I'm not going to go out with my friends. I don't want to be put in a situation like that, or there'd be a lot of cases where that was so. And I learned, like, I can still be with my friends, but just not eat bad. Nonetheless, moving right along, I'm actually, I've been vegetarian for around 5 years as well. So that's a big portion of my diet. I'm actually going to be transforming back into vegan. I became vegan to lose the weight originally. Another big bullet point here is our quantity, our sizing, our eating. So eat a little slower and you'll realize that you're getting full. Sometimes you eat so fast, you're just scarfing food down. You don't even realize how full you actually are. It's like a real thing. I wish I was lying about that, but that is the case. To wrap up this portion of the video, I'll end with this. It's really easy to give up, and it's even easier to give up before even trying. Don't give up. And I don't mean for this to turn into something like somber, or, you know, I don't want to get cheesy and all inspirational. You know what I mean? We've done my one cheesy quote of the day, but if you guys would give me your best, because that's going to force me to get the best out of me. I asked you guys for the next year or so that we go on this adventure together and that we do it in just that fashion. We do it together. It's easy for me to sit on this fat high horse that I got now and rain down like a tyrant, you know, telling you what to do, what to eat, on why it's not working for you. It's easy to do that. I mean, between this camera and YouTube and the editing, I mean, there's a lot of buffer between you, the amazing people out there watching this video, and me, one creating it and telling you guys what to do. There's a huge buffer and there's a gap between that, and I want to minimize that. So for the next however long it may be, I ask that you guys come in, comment, let me know how your success is going. I'll set up some kind of Discord or something so we can stay up to date for, you know, on both sides here. I care a lot about how you guys are going to do, because when I lost weight, there was nothing more empowering to me than taking over my own life and telling myself I'm going to lose weight. And it was the most impactful moment in my life that I can remember in recent memory. So with that being said, I look forward to being able to feel that way once again when this is all said and done, when I lose all this weight all over again. And there's a couple things that I can learn from. I messed up the first time around. Obviously, I put the weight back on. But not only that, I mean, I didn't get to document any of it, and this seems like fun to me. And if I can change 1, 2, 3, 100, 200, tens of thousands of lives, I don't know. But I can promise you the one life that I'm going to change, and that's myself. I'm going to change myself for the better because I owe it to myself. I owe myself a healthy life, And I'm gonna do that. And I can promise this much to you. If you guys give me all of your attention, if you guys give me all of your energy, I promise in any way I can to give it right back to you. All right, folks, so lastly, I want to go over my goals. Today is August 29th, so we're starting a fresh month. Next month, I have somewhere around 16 weeks before I leave to India, which is January 8th of next year. I have a couple of goals that I want to do, okay? I want to, by January 8th, have lost enough weight where I'm confident in myself. Honestly, putting so many calories in my body right now as it sits that it's really not going to be too hard to lose the initial like 10 or 15 pounds. That should shed off, honestly, in like a month or less. I'd say, long story short, if I can get down to 220 by the time I get to India, which is 44 pounds in 3 months, I think I'll be pretty satisfied with that. So my goal is to get from what today's weight is 264 pounds on the dot down to 160 pounds in less than 1 year. Anyways, let's get this started off right. I'm gonna go right now. I'm gonna go shave this bearded nonsense. I look like a freaking buffoon. I'm gonna shave this patchy beard. We're gonna start fresh, and for every 10 pounds I lose, we'll shave again. If I don't lose 10 pounds, won't shave. So the worst part about this whole thing, the worst, my English is just off the noggin bad, is this beard. We gotta shave it. And then every 10 pounds I lose, I'm gonna shave it again. So let's do that now. Yes. Hey Google, play Z4L.
Okay, Z4L by J2, Bari, Smino. Playing on Spotify.
Don't copyright infringe me, please. It's a good song.
I'm for real life shit though, bro. I've been having some loud ass. Like, I ain't
Like, hallelujah, to the fire too. So now that I look like a thumb, I think I can officially end this video. Again, thank you guys for coming. Till next time. Dirty Stan.